Ready.
I suppose I should do my controller. Controller, apply. Okay, we're good. Oh, connection lost. Alright, let's get it going again.
Okay, hang on. And load the game up. Start. Great. Waiting for you.
I'm good to go. Alrighty,
Okay.
let us do this.
Ah, classic.
Alright, so since nobody ever likes to read these things, long story short, happy little town, big bad organization came in,
Shut up.
and we're
This
done.
city was once a happy, peaceful place until one
No,
day.
no,
a
no,
powerful
no. So
secret-
you're already lying. We're already making it not happy. So I guess this is the part where we just start.
Orale. Fine.
Yeah, look at that. The man keeping you down. That's why we're taking our rage to the streets.
I'm cool with Adam. How about you?
I'll be, God, Blaze takes so much longer to kill people. Alright, why not?
I don't really play with Axel until like the third game.
When he's decent?
Yeah. The second game is Blaze. This one's Adam.
The only thing I don't like is how she attacks.
Oh.
She, like, jabs for the eyes right away. Look at that.
It's like I'm gonna blind him. Get back here. Hey, I'm not done with you.
Yeah. That dude is still up and running. There we go.
Yep. Oh, you go down. And that's Street Apple. I don't know if you remember me telling you, get that. Me telling you about that show that I watched.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
that
yeah.
phrase.
Dirty ass street apple.
Yep. That was in a previous conversation that you happened to miss, fellow viewers. Because no one wants a broken bottle.
The bottle's not even worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at it.
So like, oh, hey, I'm broken.
This is what you need. You know, I'm just putting this out there right now. Mayor Mike Hagar wrote the book on how to use this thing properly. Pipe! Ow. And then I trade the pipe for a baseball bat, and then it just goes horribly wrong.
Street Apple.
Yeah, I got the apple. You know, I've always hated weapons in these games.
Yeah, they're not great.
No, it's more like you're just better off getting in there with your fist and doing it up.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Get out of my way.
I can't believe you hit me with a pipe. That's okay. I'm pretty sure there's going to be more of that.
Oh, yeah. There's friendly fire in this game? Yeah, definitely. You gotta imagine what these guys are thinking. Oh my god, this guy just hit me with a fucking pipe.
No, I think they see a disgruntled African-American male in the streets with a very big pipe.
Beef jerky.
I don't know what beef jerky you've ever eaten that comes with the bone.
I said street turkey.
Oh, street turkey. I was like, beef jerky.
Oh, I wish I had said that.
I don't.
Of course you don't.
Alright, now we got some dirty boomerang throwers.
Yeah, that hurts, huh? Get back. I was swinging.
And you know what's amazing? Like, you gotta wonder, like, what kind of times they live in where the police don't care where the hell they're shooting into. All they know is they're shooting.
Like, whatever. They're in that general area. They'll be fine. Just make sure you hit the bad guys.
Yeah, just make sure you hit the bad guys.
Which one's the bad ones? The ones on the street?
Oh, yeah, nah. EA there in our chat room brings up a good point.
What's that?
In the last level, they won't shoot. They will not shoot inside of a building.
Ah, okay.
Which I guess in retrospect would make sense as to why, you know, all this stuff's going on in the streets and not inside of houses.
Yeah.
Because if they had a proper police squad, they would have busted in there and got the boss.
Oh, man.
Ow.
You ruined me. That was your fault.
No, that was my fault. Damn, dude, don't let him slap you around. Shit.
That was my fault. Man, dude, get back here.
Alrighty, guess we gotta wait.
Dude,
Yeah.
just like running. Don't make me shank you.
You know, I never noticed it before, but your outfit looks like weird. Like your boots are just off. Like they look really futuristic.
Yeah, huh?
Oh, 2 barrels, 1 kick. Better than two girls in a cup.
I just realized something.
What?
He has futuristic boots. His
Oops.
name is Adam. He's Adam Jensen.
Oh God, why'd you go there? Why'd you go there? Was that even
what I do.
necessary?
I bet he has a messed up voice too.
Don't forget to get your pair of voodoo dolls. Or say
They're
you're
gone.
set. No, there's some in that barrel right there. Mind freak. You didn't even know those were in there.
Roadhouse.
Nah, you gotta do Roadhouse. Gotta do that shit right. Yeah,
Hey,
let me get a bottle. Hold on, hold on.
Where we are.
Roadhouse.
Look at where we are. This is Roadhouse. Roadhouse. Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
All right, it's quite enough of that.
But we haven't gotten around the block yet. Beat apple.
Someone sending a threat over the interwebs. That's not very nice.
Are you gonna stab me? I have a pipe, and I know how to use it clearly.
Yeah, and when I do my back kick, I hold my skirt down. That way you can't see for censorship convenience.
Right.
Yeah, dude, now look at that.
No,
It's
I
like
know, I know it
I
is.
hold it.
Yeah.
I don't know how she fights in this little dress anyway, but that's
How
that's
the hell did that hit you?
That's gamer females 101, I guess. Oh, that's how you do it. G status.
Aw. It would have been so cool if that worked.
Watch out for Mr. Martial Arts, dude. There.
Yeah.
Ow.
Get back.
Ow.
Get the turkey. Street turkey. Now wait. Looks more like ham. Really? You think that looks like ham? I wrote the book on how to hit people with a pipe. Asked Donnie about the MVC3 experiences.
Yes, well, my brother has this unique thing I like to call, being cheap. And he just had a way with a pipe, dude. Might as well use yours too.
Oh yeah. I'm aware.
Alright, now the main goal is to kill these guys and not die.
Yeah.
We got like one hit apiece on us, dude. I think we got this. I don't think we got this.
Nope.
No, we don't got this. We tried. You know what bugs me with that high-tech weaponry that the police are rocking? And, like, I guess we're part of, like, that police squad? Why don't we have access to that?
Well, technically, we're not. We kind of gone vigilante. But that just makes their presence all the stranger. Because what the hell they're doing here in the first place, then?
You know, that makes the world of sense.
But, in these streets... Or the street apples. Street
no, I think
turkeys.
it's funny. We went from New York to LA, and now we're in like Long Beach.
You think that first place was New York? I thought it was like Miami. With all those lights and shit.
Okay, we'll go with Miami.
And then this is the first word that comes to mind is South Beach. No, this would actually be all LA, because it could be like the Light District, and then Compton, and then this is Huntington Beach.
So are you saying we just got out of Compton?
Yeah, straight out of Compton. The heck? Did I hit you with the pipe? You get need. Double.
Calm down there, slugger. Oh my god. Alright, you know what? We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do this like men. I'll take the top half of the map, you take the bottom half, and we don't interfere with each other.
Okay, it hasn't happened that often. Relax. I think you're a little bit over-exaggerating.
It's like, no, baby. It's not me, it's you.
I don't think any man has ever said that.
I have.
Oh, baby, you got it wrong. It's not me, it's you.
No, I can openly admit right now, for any and all future people that watch this particular video, that I have indeed said that.
And is that a good thing?
I don't know. The chick I was with was crazy, so...
So, no. You said something like that to a chick who was crazy.
I was breaking up with her anyway. What was she gonna care? Alright, go ahead.
I think you're misinterpreting the part where I said she was crazy.
Oh, I don't know. That chick was crazy, though. It's quite enough about, crazy women. Everybody's got crazy women in their lives.
Yeah. There needs to be one.
I wish, dude.
Or if you were Spider-Man, everybody gets one.
Like, I think every man should do that.
What? It's
No,
not
you know
easy.
what? Every chick can do that too. Like, you pick the craziest
Equality,
person
I'm
you...
for that.
Yeah, no. You pick the craziest person you ever dated, and then you make a little shrine in your house that says there can only be one, and then you put their picture there. And that will forever be your standard of, if they that crazy, you don't date them.
Oh, man. A shrine? You underestimate how much real estate I have.
Are you talking about crazy women you've dated, or are you talking about actual assets? I'm sitting here like, oh, I don't know, dude. I mean, there can only be one super crazy chick that you know. Or I should say one super crazy significant other.
Here for one, man. You're like, how much space do you think I have in my house to make a shrine of the craziest women I've ever been with?
Oh, I don't know, dude. You'd be surprised what you could put in the closet. I mean, people hide in those things for years and just come out.
Dude, you just like big closets.
Nah, dude, you know what? My favorite kind of closet is one that you could actually walk into.
Why do you have a favorite kind of closet?
Huh?
Why do you have a favorite kind of closet?
Because I'm fat. And when you play hide and go seek, and you can't hide in somebody's tiny ass closet, when you find one that fits you, you're happy with it.
Well, in that case, you should be happy for which kind of... Damn it. Which kind of, like, garage they have. You want to be fat about it.
No, that's ridiculously fat. Don't be dumb.
Tool shed, whatever.
That's even worse. Now it's like I'm not even a person.
Who said I was making it better?
Well, look at that, dude. He's like Hulkamania, brother.
Yeah. Man, that was really good. Yeah. No. Nah, who's hitting who with bats?
No means no.
Then you shouldn't dress like that.
I can dress how I want. That don't mean I'm dressing that way for you.
Why does Blaze sound like she's black?
I don't know. Do you see how much ass she's kicking?
No. That's a fair amount. He seems to think so too. Damn it. Oh, you punk. What's with that dude who looks like a mutant turtle?
I don't know.
Like bad punk rock hair.
It's the future, dude.
Barely.
Get used to it. I don't know why they always got to get you in like troves, dude. They don't like ever just one-on-one you like a real man.
Well, they're a gang. The point is to gang up on you.
Get down here as fast as possible. We will throw them in pits all day.
Think so. Too far away. Too far
Apple.
away. Get apple.
Apple.
You get it. Damn it. Heck. So, let's see. We need something to talk about while we play this. How about Dante in the new Devil May Cry game is not emo? Go.
Okay, how he's not emo?
He's not emo.
Okay, so let's go ahead and just change the conversation right now.
Yes, precisely.
How he's not emo. I'm part
He is
angel.
not emo.
I'm
As a matter
part
of fact-
demon.
Yeah, and he never complains about it.
That's all he does.
No, he doesn't. Have you played the game?
See, there's another supporter of the non-teenage angst Dante.
Oh, by the way, here's the other thing too. There's already been a emo Dante. His name was Nero.
That's not an emo Dante.
Now that I've been playing that game even more, and now that I have it to contrast with the new Dante, it's even more apparent. I will grant you that Dante in the new one is not he's not the same as he was before, but he's still kind of a smartass. He's just a different kind of smartass. He's more immature, which is weird because I mean he's never was immature. Never was mature to begin with, but yeah.
He was just fine. What are you talking about? Not mature.
No, he was a smartass, and that's fine. This guy is, you know what? He's a punk. That's what he is. He's not emo. He's a punk. That's what he is. He's definitely not emo. He doesn't get all emotional about his feelings. I will say some other characters do, but not him. Like when they tell him you're an angel and a demon, that you're both, that you're Nephilim. He's like, so? That's his response to that, from finding out. He goes up against a monster. He says, "Who are you?" He goes, "I'm your prom date, you sack of shit."
You need that. Grab that.
Yeah. So, thoughts?
I just can't get behind it, dude. It's like, okay, if the character was bad enough to begin with, right? Mm-hmm. Like, as far as a maturity level goes, why turn him into a punk? It was already bad to begin with. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm always down for the I'm a badass, I know I'm a badass, and I'm going to remind you constantly that I'm a badass.
Yeah.
Because
he's arrogant fuck.
Yeah, he's arrogant.
Yeah.
But you take that arrogance and you turn it into something that it wasn't meant to be. And that's, in my opinion, what they did.
Yeah, but it's a new developer. The point is, they said we're going to reboot Dante.
Oh no, here's my problem with new developers, and here's my problem with reboots altogether. A reboot doesn't necessarily mean to totally skew what worked to begin with.
Okay.
You can reboot a series without messing up the mechanics.
But what if that's not what they want to do?
Well, okay, that's fine if that's not what they want to do, but what a lot of game companies don't realize is they really need to, and I know I was saying this to you in another conversation,
yes,
is that they really need to think about the fans.
That'll never happen, especially for a company like Capcom, okay, which, by the way, this is confirmed, there's going to be DLC where he just looks like the old Dante.
See, that's what I don't agree with.
Well, that's just Capcom, though. That is not even the developers.
See,
that is Capcom.
Oh, yeah, well, Capcom, and I don't even care if anybody from Capcom ever heard me say this, but Capcom does not do anything but release half-assed, rehashed titles loaded with DLC that would do nothing but is a slap in the face of the fans.
Okay, here's the thing, though, about that, okay? This is a different thing because they outsource this. This isn't one of Capcom's in-house studios. It's Ninja Theory. Ninja Theory is their own independent thing. They pretty much, Ninja Theory, from what I understand, pretty much said, hey, we have an idea of what to do with the Devil May Cry series. And Capcom just pretty much said, okay, fine, go for it. So this isn't Capcom's doing in that respect. The DLC is, because again, that's how Capcom rolls. But yeah, this was independent studio with a vision of their own.
Yeah, see, that's fine, but don't call it Devil May Cry. They have okay. In all respect, they have to cut through a manga, an anime, and a 3-part game series, to my knowledge. Four parts. I'm sorry, 4 parts.
Yeah.
So they have to cut through all of that.
Okay.
I mean, like, okay, you know what? That series is outplayed. I mean, you could probably make the argument that the Final Fantasy series is outplayed and it's just a rehash of a previous game.
Okay.
But there's always something new to look forward to. Like, whether it be, how is the level up system going to work in this game? Or, what extra stuff am I going to be able to go make an attempt at finding? Because I honestly think like Final Fantasy X, for example, would be the best example of a game I could give you. Because that game, you could beat that thing within 40 hours of gameplay, no problem.
Yeah.
But if you wanted all the extra content that was in there, and I'm talking not cross-sphere gridding to where everybody mastered everybody and everybody was the same generic character.
Yeah.
I'm talking just straight, everybody masters their own thing, maybe get a little into somebody else's tree, and then go ahead and go get like the ultimate weapons and the sigils you need to unlock them completely. See, that's unique. That I don't mind.
Yeah.
When they rebooted the series for the first game...
Okay, here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though. That's sort of not the same thing, because Final Fantasy is supposed to be different every single one. Because it's not really sequels so much as they are just... They're really all their own independent games with just a few things tying them together. That's what they are. They're meant to be like that. Final Fantasy really is a franchise more than an actual series. See what I mean?
I don't know. One of our
Oh, go ahead.
One of our viewers has a point. He says the thing people don't realize about Final Fantasy is it is just a title. Every game has its own thing that it does. Example, Cecil stopping Zeromus in Final Fantasy IV has nothing to do with Sephiroth in Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, so that's expanding on my point more or less.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on their own separate things. Devil May Cry is a more traditional series in that these games are sequels, prequels. They're all meant to be connecting one storyline, so to speak. So, I mean, that's supposed to be different. Devil May Cry is, admittedly, because of the way it is, not supposed to be different. Okay, and yeah, like EA says, the latest DMC is supposed to be an alternate universe of the game. Which is just a fancy way of saying that they just want to try something new. Which I'm fine with. And then also, again, now that I'm playing the fourth game, I'm surprised more people weren't mad about that. Because, I mean, you don't even play as Dante in the first half of that game. And then when you do finally get to play as Dante, you have to play through the same levels again. I mean, you want to talk about blasphemy in that freaking series. It already happened.
I don't know. I think I'm more so trying to figure out where exactly the... I guess I want to say where the fan bases are coming from. Because hardly anybody's mad at the new DMC.
That is so not true, dude.
I don't know. I've seen tons of like everybody being excited for it, and I was even reading
excited for it.
Yeah, I was even reading a couple articles where it was pretty much saying, "Hey, you know, the fans can pretty much just shut up because you're gonna buy it anyway."
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, you know, for one thing, that's just bad for business, and secondly, you should never treat a fan like that. Your franchise does not last if you don't have the fans. I mean, okay, I don't agree. Don't get me wrong. After I played, what's a good example of a game that's gotten ridiculously out of hand? Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's gotten ridiculously out of hand now. And, you know, what's the company that does that? Is it Activision? No. Infinity Ward that does that, right?
The Activision publishes it, Infinity Ward does the Modern Warfare games, and Neversoft does the Black Ops games.
Oh, okay. So it's like, how many different Call of Duties are we going to get? Like, it makes no sense. Like, I guess the newest thing in Black Ops 2 was if you did good enough, I guess you can have diamond weapons.
Okay.
It's like, what's the point of that? It doesn't do anything for it.
Well, they kind of readjusted the perk system where it's not... it's supposed to be fairly different. I haven't played it yet, so I can't say from experience, but I heard that was actually fairly different.
Yeah, but, I mean, my point still stands, is the series has gotten ridiculous. I mean, it's still the same thing no matter how you cut it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, and honestly, I don't think we need so many, like, $60 purchases, what they can fix with the patch.
Okay, well, okay. There is some similarity to that, but that's also something kind of different because one, Activision does not give two fucks about its fans. They don't probably even see them as fans. They probably see them as consumers, and they just want more money.
And the one thing I guess I can say in Capcom's favor is that Street Fighter Cross Tekken 2013, not bad at all.
That's the latest update.
I am really, and it keeps updating. Like, I am really surprised at Capcom for finally fixing things with the patch instead of just re-releasing the game at a $40 value and giving us what should have been there to begin with.
They had to, because Street Fighter Cross Tekken did not sell well. It did not sell nearly as well as they wanted it to.
Don't forget, if you press B and C together when they throw you, you can jump back up on your feet and avoid throw damage.
Oh, okay. I did forget about that.
But, you know, honestly, I didn't find anything wrong with the game. Some of the things, like some of the balance issues that were apparent in the game, were really, really bad. But
yeah.
I'm really surprised that with Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
Yeah. Okay.
And just knowing that they're fixing the entire game via patching, it just really speaks to them.
No, that is good. But, you know, what the problem is with Street Fighter Cross Tekken is the same problem that was with, like, Rock Band 3 or Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock, is that they're not necessarily bad games, although I've kind of heard some bad things about that Guitar Hero one. Rock Band 3 is actually probably the best one in the series, but the problem is that it's just too much. You've had the same game like 4 or 5 times now.
Okay, now you know what? Like to add more to that note, no, you know what? I couldn't even say that DDR was just as bad, because in DDR, the higher up we got in mixes of the game, the more and more options we had. Like,
well, that was the same thing with those. The thing is, though, is that the Rock Band series was not killed as much. They released the game a year, but that was it. 2009, there were 4 Guitar Hero games in that year alone.
Yeah, and the one thing I never agreed with, like, what's the company that does Rock Band?
Harmonix.
Okay, that's
the developer.
Okay.
EA was the publisher, I believe.
Oh, well, then that explains why it was the way it was. EA is just a bad publisher.
Oh, yeah.
I really do hate EA. It makes no sense why the hell Electronic Arts is doing that at all. Because, like, okay, don't get me wrong.
Stop. Rock Band is dead already. So
you already paid 60. Yeah, not that, EA. You're not a publisher. Yeah. You're not a bad man.
Yeah, you're a human being.
Yeah. Anyway, what I don't understand is that we already paid $60 for the game, right?
Yeah.
Not to mention, if we didn't have the instruments, we bought said instruments. We bought whatever was needed to get the maximum amount of enjoyment out of that game. So why is it to transfer all of our stuff over from a previous game, we had to pay even more for a pass to do it?
Okay, out of all the things to bitch about, it's going to be that. I mean, that was $5.
My point still stands. Half the codes didn't work. And when you try to go get a new one, it took you forever to get a new one. And then you had to pay, after all the inconvenience that's there to begin with, to to transfer your songs over. It's like, you know what, you're right. That's an extra $5. And it shouldn't be that big of a deal. But considering how much it is to go download another song or two for my game, I just think that's borderline ridiculous.
I would say that the pricing model is bad. $2 for a song, that's too much. It should be $1 most. And freaking albums, when they have albums, it should be $10, not this $12 or freaking Metallica's $18 bullshit. But you know what? That was probably more Metallica. They have a history of that.
Oh no, and that's one thing I couldn't figure out either to save my life. I could not figure out why some of these albums were more expensive than other albums.
Yeah.
It's like, don't get me wrong, I understand on the business model, everybody needs to get their cut. I know that's how that works.
Well, yeah, again, that was probably Metallica.
Yeah, but
they have a thing with that.
Just looking at it from like a way outside the box perspective, is it really necessary to gouge your fans like that? I mean, okay, so let's say you download
You know what? I know you're trying to make a point, but the thing is, though, is that when you compare it to its contemporary, which is Guitar Hero, it is so much worse. They are
Is Guitar Hero
much
worse?
Yeah, they don't even give you the option to transfer over. You have all these songs, they're stuck on the disc. And the ones that you can transfer over, there was only a few of them. And it depends on which game you had. Like, some would work for these, and some would work for not. Like some songs work for World Tour and 5, and some of them only work for World Tour, and some of the songs that worked for 5 didn't work for Warriors Rock. I mean, they just picked and choose where they liked. I mean, you have a point. I will make that, but especially when you have someone so close to compare to, it is not that bad. It is not really that bad at all. I mean, EA and Harmonix still support Rock Band. Guitar Hero is done. There's no like new downloadable songs or anything. They're done. They got the hell out when they can.
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, EA, for as much of a money sink as it can be, at least they're still supporting it. Even after, the craze is over, the fad, so to speak, they're like, well, we're still going to support this because we know there's still some people who would like this.
Well, the one thing I think that gets missed a lot is the fans... Oh, wait, here we go. Capcom is pretty bad at screwing people over with DLC. $20 for the code to unlock data already on disc.
Yeah. That's something I should point out, too. Even with the Rock Band stuff and everything like that, when it comes to DLC, Capcom is the worst. I mean, what the hell?
Oh yeah, but one thing I think that gets missed is the game companies really don't understand the power of their fan base. I mean, biggest example being Square Enix. I mean, when we stopped basically caring about that game, their Final Fantasy title on the PC,
yeah,
everything changed right away.
No, I get that. No, you're right. Sometimes there is a big effect, like actually Mass Effect 3. People bitched about the ending, and they did something about it. But at the same time, hey, are you gonna continue or what?
I'm trying to. It won't let me.
Start.
I am pressing start.
A, B, C.
I am pressing all those buttons. Yeah, it's just not letting me in at all.
Want to reconfigure your controls? Maybe you did it wrong?
I'm starting to think, let's see. Yeah, no, that's fine. Here, let me redefine. Left, right, A, B, C, start, X, Y, Z. There. Okay.
Start.
No, it's not letting me go at all.
Trying to see if I can do something. Nope. That is weird. You have 3 continues.
Yeah, I sure... Oh, there we go.
What the hell?
Okay, whatever. We press on.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, yeah, okay, so yeah, there are some instances where, yeah, you have to listen to the fans, but there's also instances where it doesn't matter. Going back to Call of Duty, a lot of people were pissed off about Modern Warfare 2 not having dedicated servers. And there was this whole big thing where there's going to be a boycott, and all these fans rallied together to say that they were not going to buy the game. They had a group on Steam. Come launch day, almost everyone on that list was playing Modern Warfare 2 the day of its release. So sometimes it really doesn't matter. Sometimes it's just the fans blowing hot air.
Yeah, well, I know that we really took it to Square Enix. No, I can honestly say that.
I think you're taking it to Square Enix.
No, dude, no joke. The fan base actually, aside from Square admitting that the game itself was just trash, they actually listened to the fans with development, and we're pretty much getting what we want.
No, that's a good example of it working and it actually mattering, and people actually talking with it with their freaking money, because that game did not do that well financially. Get that? I have perfect health, so. Oh well. So yeah, I mean, there are instances of that, but you also have to pick your battles. Like with Devil May Cry, you're bitching about a haircut.
I don't know about that.
And you know what? They actually did appease him. He used to have longer hair. Like his haircut was that style, but it was longer. They made it shorter, so it looks less emo. As a matter of fact, it doesn't look emo at all. It looks, I say, punk rock. I mean, it doesn't even look emo. That's actually another thing that bothers me. Like, I don't think people understand what emo is. That is not emo.
Oh yeah, but if you're gonna start talking about that line's been blurred for like the past 5 years, I think.
Fair enough. But I mean, I have played some of the game. The combat's fine. I was actually shocked at how similar it was to the other games. Like, he moves just the same. He has a jacket pretty much similar to Dante's. I mean, in terms of his outfit, it's really just a tank top that he's wearing underneath as opposed to, what was it before, nothing?
It's pending. Sometimes it was nothing, and I think sometimes it was just like a shirt.
Yeah, well, now he has a tank top. He still has the jacket, though.
I don't know, dude. I'm just kind of opposed. He had a nipple strap, apparently.
Okay,
that's a thing.
Better. Oh boy. All right, that. Well.
And as far as alternate universes go, I don't mind that you want to take something in an alternate direction, but don't try to tread and step on the toes of other things that have already been before you. Best example being Darksiders.
What do you mean? That's the same universe. It's no alternate universe.
No, like Darksiders 2. Complete disaster.
Dude, that game was the game of the year.
I don't give a damn if it won Game of the Damn Century. As far okay, no. You want to tag 2 onto something, and you know you're supposed to progress with the story. Why have a parallel story?
Okay, are you kidding me? I mean,
no, I'm not kidding you at all.
It was not even a sequel.
And I didn't say it was right. I'm just
brings me to point that how can you be so loyal to a series like Devil May Cry when it has done crap wrong in the past?
Oh, I'm not loyal to it.
It's a precedence.
To be absolutely honest with you, I hate hack and slash games.
Huh.
I really do. I can't stand them.
Then why would you even care about something like this? If you don't even enjoy the type of game that it is, then why would you care what the character is doing in life? And why would you even care about the story? Because in a video game, what matters most is what you're playing. And besides, EA says Darksiders 2 was terrible because they started to make it before the first was finished, and they didn't even use the first's ending as a basis. Well, that's because it's a different character. And it explains what happened while War was... I don't know, he was like stuck in limbo or something, I don't know. I played part of that game and I couldn't even get into it. But, I mean, going back and forth, Darksiders 2 is a good game, maybe not because of the story, but because it actually plays good. And that's the point I'm trying to make. At the end of the day, you could say all this shit wrong about the story, but as long as the game is fun, who cares? I mean, what's the story to this game? Oh, some bad shit is happening in the streets and you're gonna clean them up.
Yeah, but okay. In all fairness, and kind of like a rebuttal to your point at the same time, is you got to remember the type of game that they're selling. This is just a beat 'em up.
What do you think?
They're not selling.
What do you think Devil May Cry is? You even said yourself.
Yeah,
it's dumb.
it is dumb. However, in regards to the Darksiders franchise, I'll call it a franchise now, because it probably will end up being that.
People call things a franchise when there's only one game, so you might as well.
Oh, okay. Well, you got to think, in Darksiders, they weren't selling us a hack and slash game. They were selling us an adventure game with an intriguing storyline.
They were selling us a hack and slash adventure game that was pretty much a Zelda clone. That was the first game. And then the second game added RPG elements and actually made it fleshed out.
That's absolutely fine. You can change up the mechanics, but still, at least Zelda, you know what? I can fairly say that the Zelda series, we all know the last boss is Ganon. No matter what the hell happens, it's always going to be Ganon, right?
Yeah.
But getting to Ganon is the interesting part. For example, in Oracle of Seasons and Oracle of Ages, hardly anybody knew that you had to have both games to get the real ending for one game.
Yeah.
You had to beat one, get the code, go do the other game, get that code, and then go kill Ganon, and then figure out what the real ending is supposed to be.
Okay.
But
what's your point?
My point is that no matter how hard we try to fight that we know that Ganon's going to be there, the rest of the story is intriguing, and that's what they sell us. They sell us a different adventure. Yeah, it's Link. It's not the same Link.
I've never really found the Zelda storylines to be that interesting. To be fair, I haven't played a lot of them, but like, say, going from the first game and Ocarina of Time, I don't think they're really that interesting. They're better than most video games. Like, it's better than, say, this story, but it's not really that interesting. What intrigued me about something like Zelda and Ocarina of Time was the level design of the dungeons and how interesting they were and how much fun it was, because you got to do different things. It was the gameplay.
Okay, well, aside from gameplay,
the lore isn't bad.
But you can at least admit that with Zelda, they're selling you a game that's all story. That's what they are selling you.
They're selling you just a fantasy outlook. They're telling you what the gameplay is going to be like. That's what they're selling you. It's like everyone, whenever a new Zelda comes around, they go, "Oh, I wonder how the wind dungeon is going to be, or the water dungeon." Or maybe hopefully they took that out, because a lot of people don't end up liking water dungeons.
No, they never like water dungeons.
Yeah, exactly. But everyone knows Zelda so well that they already know what they're in for, but they want to know how they change it. I don't hear anyone hardly ever talk about the story, because they always know it's, you gotta save Zelda. Zelda's gonna be involved in some way. She may or may not need saving, but at least her kingdom will. And then the last guy's gonna be Ganon, like you said.
I don't know. I think we just game from two different perspectives then, which isn't bad. But I know when I pick up a Zelda game, I'm more interested in the story and what the story has to offer.
The story,
like
I do like stories. So
okay,
I should point that out.
I hated the ever-loving shit out of Wind Waker. I'm not even gonna front about that.
I can't even get through that game because I get bored. Because the level design was boring to me. The dungeons were boring. So there you go. I can get up behind you on that, but for a different reason.
Yeah, like, I cannot stand Wind Waker because the story was just bad. I didn't like the whole let's go ahead and do this pirate motif thing going on.
Okay.
And let's go ahead and go sail the sea for the Triforce, because for some reason there's really not that many dungeons for Triforce pieces. It's all going in the water. It's like, okay, that's not intriguing at all. I'm not going to play this anymore.
Okay, here's the problem with that, okay? That is not intriguing to you. I will say that the pirate motif didn't bother me. I wasn't crazy about it, but it didn't bother me. Okay? When I say something like, I don't like Devil May Cry 4, it's not the story that really bothers me. Quite frankly, the story is ridiculous. It is stupid as all hell, but you know what? I'm cool with that. I've played ridiculous games and games before all the time. What I don't like particularly about the game, and by not like I say, I just kind of find kind of meh, because I don't dislike Devil May Cry 4. It's just kind of, yeah, not a great game. What I don't like is I have to repeat all the levels twice. I don't like that the level design is fairly boring. I don't like that I have to do a lot of backtracking.
You can't jump kick those guys, by the way. They'll always do that image attack and hit you.
Oh, okay.
But onward.
But yeah, the point is though is that I'm trying to point out actual design flaws, some things that don't make the game fun. Now, you could say that that is subjective as well, but you can't say it's preference. You can only say that it's something that you see a different way. You could say, like, I think I found the level design in Devil May Cry 4 boring. I guess you could say that it wasn't boring for you because it gave a sense of desolation, of loneliness, that gives a good atmosphere. Okay, so...
No, I can get behind what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I don't know. You know what? The one thing... Okay, like, I watched my brother play Darksiders, for example, okay? Mm-hmm. And I watched him play it. The story intrigued me. I liked it. I liked the way they set it up. I liked the way that they sold it to me. It was excellent. There was nothing wrong with the way they sold it to me. Mm-hmm. So, when you know this whole thing's going down with your own ending of your first game, mm-hmm. and then even with...
Which Darksiders is this, 1 or 2?
Okay, 1. With the way they set up the ending in 1, right?
I don't know. I never completed that game. I got
okay. Well, it is worth beating, but aside from the point...
So, I finished the first second dungeon, and I went, okay, I am done.
Oh, okay. Well, and get the black-robed guy first. He hits way harder than the other ones do.
All right, there you go. The second game, I couldn't stop playing. I couldn't put it down. But go on. That's kind of moot right now.
Oh, anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. Huh?
The ending is all 4 horsemen joining up to go kick some butt. Okay. So what you're saying about the ending, EA?
Oh yeah, okay, the ending, yeah. All right. But when they were advertising for Darksiders 2, they set it up to where I believe it's death, right? In the second game.
Yeah,
Death was going to go find out exactly what went wrong to redeem War.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of that going on. I saw a parallel storyline that was like taking place at the same time.
I'm game over.
At the same time that the other game was going on.
Okay, but here's the thing though. That's exactly what he's trying to do in the game. He's trying to find out. He's trying to redeem his brother, War, from the crimes. Uh-huh. That's exactly what Darksiders 2 is doing. So when you saw it in the first game, at what time was that taking place? It's stuck again.
Yeah, it does not like player 2 continuing at all.
Oh, brother. Well, keep trying. I mean, you can still go. You're on the last level, you'll probably make it.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to press start and it's just locked up.
Well, okay, actually, another point, though, while you're trying, the first game, yeah, like you said, the first game is War going to redeem himself. The second game is Death trying to prove his brother's innocence. In the first game, War has already been convicted of the crime. He's already been, this is your fault, and now you gotta, if you want, you can go and try to fix this yourself. Because either way, we're gonna kill you. So either we kill you or they kill you. That's the first game. Death is trying to prove his brother's innocence in the second game, and it takes place between the times when War was, again, I can't remember, he was in a limbo or something. Like it was hundreds of years he was just not around.
Alright, well, I'm gonna disconnect and see if it'll let me finish the game like that.
Okay. Any luck?
I might. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. I have to finish the game like this.
Okay, that's fine. Go for it. But anyway, the second game is him trying to redeem it, so it's a different time. It is an interquel, which is weird. And I will say that the story at the end of the day isn't that interesting, and the ending is kind of a bummer. I mean, I kind of saw it coming, and I felt good about it, but I don't think it was great. But I mean, throughout the course of... What happened?
Oh, I forgot you can't throw the big fat guys.
Oh, okay. But throughout the course of the game, I just found Death to be more interesting as a character, even though I didn't even really care about the story that much. I found him to be more interesting, and I don't know, man. The gameplay was just better, and also Death has more of a personality than War did, because War is just all mad. Death, oddly enough, was more than that. Oh, like EA says, yeah, it was kind of like Death just doing a whole bunch of favors for everyone else, and that is a flaw from the story point, but at least it was an excuse for him to go to some interesting dungeons and levels. Would you say?
Oh my god. I hate fighting these big dudes. Like, the only strat for them is to get behind them and then jump in front of them and do your knee attack. Otherwise, it's just not going to go.
And also, I will also say the final couple of fights in 1 were just trash. I hate a boss fight that can't really seem to lose. Oh, well, I don't know about the first one. Again, I didn't play that one through. So it may have sucked. I know the second one, in the second one, it was kind of easy. I thought the fight right before that one, though, was pretty good.
You know, I don't mind the whole fight you can't really lose, like if it's in the beginning of a game.
Yeah.
Like to set up some kind of story arc going on, but in a game like that, I could see where that would just be annoying.
Is that how the last fight in the first game is? It's a fight you can't you can't win? Because that would piss me off. Like, after all this, there's no way I can actually win. He doused it against a dragon and then fought an Abaddon, and he was really a simple mechanic. No, the problem is how easy I can win. Oh, okay. So it's an easy last fight. Okay, well... I can see that, but at the same time, just because the end of the game is bad, and quite frankly that happens a lot, just because the end of the game is bad, it doesn't ruin the game for me if the game on the way to the end was good.
And that will end that. I forgot how hard this game was at the last level.
Oh yeah, yeah. This might be the hardest one. I mean, I've completed Streets of Rage 2, no problem.
Alright, not bad.